It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Coming up next.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. He connects with Jordan Addison. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll put Addison in motion. Now here's Aaron Jones, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
He'll try to run for it. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
and that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the...
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Nailor. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
3rd and 2. Stafford. It's complete. He's got cut. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
They've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete. It's Kupp again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now it's Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
To the goal line and in. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Rams.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On the give, it's Jones. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a handoff, Jones, and a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 21-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. They look to run with Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Drive begins with a run by Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Stafford now on third down. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
A run. It's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Stafford now. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A give, and here comes Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll go again with Williams. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Ethan Evans now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. Second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Jared Verse there to make the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. It'll be a pickup of 10. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the handoff, Jones. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. One quarter in the books. It's the Vikings with the edge. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Darnold to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
Those are the back-breaking plays defensively that you just can't allow. You have the quarterback dead to rights. You're about to get off the field, and instead, you let him turn into a runner, big play, and he picks up the first down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground now with Jones. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Kupp in motion. On 1st down, right back to Williams. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A first down throw for Stafford. To the middle, it's cut. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. His pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. To the right side, this is Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. throwing. Darnold fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll try the left side with Jones. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. It's 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On the give, it's Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Cam Akers. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings move out to a 24-10 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's caught! And it'll be taken down at the 30.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he will get into the end zone. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, L.A.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams back within 7. It's 24-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and Unfortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 4th down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Stafford now on 3rd down. Back to the left side and pulled in by Higbee.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
To the air again, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and 6. Stafford to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. That's going to be out of bounds. Where are they going to mark it? Right at the 50-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean up, and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last pass completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
To the left side here, caught by Addison.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds onto that ball for one count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
Darnold now to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Rain's bending you so hard. Yeah, he's bending you like so hard. The hard thing was that there.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Darnold to the air once more. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Darnold to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this out to the 23. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coach. at the EA Sports Halftime
All
Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He's already over